And it's not often that I speak to a banker, first time, as I said, but it's also not often I speak to someone who is passionate about running a mortgage lending business. And there would be plenty of people who would go, "What? Really? How can you be passionate about running a mortgage lending business?" But it was important to you. And I'd love you to talk us through why it was so important and why you were so passionate about it.
Yeah. Well, James, I'm a simple soul. And so, this connects back to what I talked to you about before. It's about getting, money into the hands of the right people. I also, one of the things that really drives me is social mobility. And, I think about, I'm a country kid, the first kid in my family to go to uni. Uh, Australia is still a really great place relative to the rest of the world where you can access education and opportunities. You can run the largest company in Australia because the pathways are there regardless of who you are. That's not true in the US, right? Like, if you're running a big US company, you probably came from a family that could afford to send you to an Ivy League, all of these things. And it's not true in most of the world. But there's some pretty important ingredients that you have to have that I was just naturally blessed with. Like I was blessed with stability and love. And we didn't have a lot of money,
No.
but I never not had somewhere to go, and I never not had parents who loved me and who were there for me. I also had five siblings who mostly loved me, but also toughened me up on the way. Um, and so I really knew that the house was an incredible part of the puzzle. And when you think about getting capital to the places that need it, you need it in business for sure, but people need homes. And so I felt that was really important work and really important in the placement of capital in society. I was so lucky at NAB. I went in there and it was not on my list of places I was going to work. It was on my list of places I wasn't going to work, so I surprised myself when I ended up there. Um, but I was under an amazing leadership regime. So I worked with Cameron Kine and Lisa Gray, and I remember having conversations with them and another chap, John Salamito, and saying, "Look, I'm not sure what you think I'm going to do in here because I don't know anything about major retail banks. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to surprise you." And they said, "We're ready for surprises," and they truly, truly were.